Hey guys, this is Glenn Williams. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, and just wanted to give you guys an update on the Suunto Eon Core dive computer. When I bought this thing, it was secondhand to me. It comes out of the box with 2 factory dives that I think are done in atmospheric chamber. The person that owned this before me did actual 14 dives, and wanted to show you how those look in the DM5 website. I wanted to give an honest review, one that's not skewed towards the factory. When I purchased this computer, I was looking to buy either the Shearwater Perdix AI with the tank pod or this one. My wallet would not allow me to buy a brand new computer at $1,100, $1,200. So I bought this one without the tank pod. And if you're like me, you do a lot of shopping online, mouth to mouth. You go to visit the certain stores to see if you can pick one up and kind of play with it, touch it to feel the weight. My particular dive shop, the guy that taught me how to dive, he has an Eon Steel, and I like it, but it was a little heavy. It's probably more computer, and this one is probably more computer than I will ever need. I don't see myself as being a technical diver. So that said, Shearwater is more skewed towards the technical professional diver side, even though the Perdix AI is a so-called recreational dive computer. It has professional roots. Suunto has been around for a long time. They started out with compasses and more aids, but I did a comparison of both companies and really was leaning towards the Suunto just because of the longevity of the company. But again, it's your personal preference. I'm not a professional diver. I have a little over 44 dives, but I take my diving seriously. So that said, I believe this will get me to where I need to be, and we'll find out. I have not dove the computer yet, but I've got confidence in it. So that all said, when you start doing some research, you'll find that you have guys that lean toward one product or the other. And you'll hear guys say, well, I wouldn't dive a computer that will lock me out. Okay, well, let's discuss that. So a computer is meant to save you from yourself. That said, yes, this has the fused RGBM software inside the computer, and it is more conservative than the Shearwater's dive program. So I'm of the mindset that since I'm not going to be a professional diver, I would be more lenient or leaning towards the conservative side to begin with. So yes, so let's talk about how the dive modes work. So on this computer, I wanted to show you a couple of things, and I can do another review later on. I don't have a lot of time to spend today going through every single thing on this computer, but just some basics. I wanted to show you how to turn on or off what we call airplane mode. This can sync to your iPhone and Android phone, as well as the PC. So the middle button basically is the menu button, and the top button is to advance, and the bottom button is to go backwards. So when you're in the menu, when you push and hold this, it'll go into a menu mode. So first thing we're going to do is talk about how to set this thing up to either accept or deny a tank pod. So let me see if I can find it. So bear with me. So I think we want to go to General, and I'm going to push the middle button to General. And we're going to try to go to device settings. I believe that's the one. I may be wrong, but we'll find out. Actually, connectivity. So you see the one down here that says connectivity. We'll hit the center button. and you see where it says airplane mode and it says on. So if I hit this again, it says on and it says off. So the middle button on that particular instance will set it, correction, the top button sets it off, the bottom button sets it on. I'm going to leave it on right now because I don't have a tank pod and I'm not connecting up to my iPhone. It saves battery time. Also, let me get out of this menu right quick. And I do want to apologize up front. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just an individual trying to get some information out there from a individual's perspective, not a professional, perspective. Okay, so this has been charged up, and you'll notice I have it on the default brightness level. I have the airplane mode off, and you'll notice the battery time is at 20 hours. This battery is not removable. It has to be charged up with your computer or a plug-in device like an Apple converter or whatnot. We can change the prominent views from the computer, DM5, but this computer, when it comes out of the box, comes factory, again, with 2 dives at an atmospheric chamber. So how to get there is we're going to go to logs, and the last dive that the person I bought this from was on September the 11th at 2018 at 9 o'clock in the morning. She dove for 44 minutes at a depth of 86 feet was her max. So if you push this log, bear with me. Sorry guys, it's acting up this morning. Alright, so her dive profile was right here. What this computer does, it takes a snapshot of your dive at every 10 seconds. So to advance through the dive, every 10 seconds you just hit the button and you can see the line moving to the dive. I'm going to get out of here and show you what this looks like on DM5 on a computer. Okay, so when you go to DM5 on the logs, this is what that dive looked like. So it's September the 11th at 2018 at 9:09 in the morning when they first entered the water. They dove down, looks like meters. They don't have this in feet. And she got some alarms here. And they're probably ascent alarms. Right here, a scent warning. So she got a total, looks like 5 or 6 or 7. And then she also got some warnings up here. And that was a voluntary safety stop sealing area. So it looks like she busted that sealing stop. Again, this computer is set up to be very conservative. The lady that owned this before me was a dive master. So it's all good. But we're just going to have to see how it goes when I dive this computer. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, when you first set this thing up, you get on your computer, you go to Suunto website and you download the DM5. And that'll allow you to download the dives onto your moves count. And it's just a log. It's instead of having to write everything down, it's just a computer log, which is pretty cool. But before you do all that, you have to register this computer online. So I wanted to talk to you about it because it took me a while to find everything. On the back of the box, this little barcode right here is the serial number of the computer. Also, where you connect the computer to charge it, and your download cable. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here beside it, there's that number. That is the serial number of the Dive computer as well. Hopefully that came in. When you download the software and you plug this in,